Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back to beautiful Toronto. It's sunny outside. What's the temperature today? I have no idea. But guess what we're going to talk about? I heard something amazing. And guess what? I had to share with you today. God became man so that man can become God. Wow! And that's what we're going to talk about. On this channel, we talk about everything and anything that makes us not awesome, but the best, awesomest human beings ever. Whoa! What an amazing saying. We're going to talk about this in certain way that it's spiritual and how we can grow in our life as a self-improvement person. God became man so that man can become God. Whoa. So in other words, what is telling me that your sins are already forgiven so that you or I can go and create on this world without being afraid. Think about that. So what does that mean? Your sins are already created. Most people are afraid to create things in their life because they're afraid to make mistakes. Wow. So if your sins are already forgiven, so you should not be afraid to make mistakes. And what is sin anyways? It's going against your beliefs. That is sin. So this is why it's important who you surround yourself with. Around. Why? Because beliefs are created through other people's what you see, what you believe, what you look at. You're creating beliefs like that. Sin is missing the mark. So what you believe in you, and if you miss the mark, you are sinful. That's what sin is. To me, this is why it's very important who I surround myself with, the kind of information that I intake. My surrounding influences, in other words, as Napoleon Hill says. Be careful with what you think, feel, attract, identify with, visualize. You're creating that kind of beliefs in you. So, wow. See, faith is substance unseen, unrealized. That is faith. Fear is substance unseen, unrealized. But you are afraid. Most people are afraid to create things in their life, to create anything of substance in their life, because they are afraid. That is the devil part, the fear. But the creation part is you gotta have faith. Two things you must believe in. You're either believing in one or the other. Most people go to the fear part. That is the devil part. Think about what I'm just saying here. That devil is in your mind. It is not something out there in the world with fork and knives and, willing to kill you. No, that's not a devil. Devil's in here. It's your mind. You're creating something that is not out there. But so is faith is in your mind. That is your God part. But most people are afraid to believe on the God part. Think about that. This is how it works. So the purpose of this video today is go out and create without fear. Don't be afraid to create things of abundance in your life, of substance in your life. Failing is part of the process, but the question is, how can you come back even more stronger after failing? It's just part of the game. Your Creator wants to experience your world, His world, your world, through you and through those experiences. And when you are doing that, when you have a process in your life and a purpose in your life, your Creator makes you a person of value. It makes you happier, because this is how life works. Life works through your processes, and through your processes and through your purpose, it makes you happier. You're creating, whether you believe, whether you know it or not. You're either creating hell or you're creating heaven. Think about that. You're either creating hell or you're creating heaven for yourself. Doesn't matter. Either one of them will give you some kind of pain. Yeah, either one of them will give you pain. When you're just sitting around and doing nothing, you're creating hell for yourself. And it's creating pain for you. Yet, when you're going out and creating something of value for yourself and others, it's creating pain for you. Pain is what? A state of mind. All it is. So get rid of the word pain from your vocabulary. And guess what? Everything is just a moot point after that. It means nothing. Because you want to succeed in this world, you have to go through that fear barrier and through that pain point. And guess what will happen in your life? You will become happier, successful, and wealthier. Wow. Think about what I just said. God came on this earth to experience everything through you. This is it. This is it. So if you think I gave you value, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel so we can make this world the best world ever. Live consciously, with purpose in this moment now, and with freaking passion. So much passion. So there is only one love.